You talking about you and 50?
Yeah, man. We talk about this shit, man. This shit come out of nowhere. Nigga, we were moving around in LA, man, selling some TV shows and shit while we were around each other, man. You know what I mean? I said, what you think about this? He was like, you want to do that shit? I said, yeah. He was like, all right, cool. So shit. I told him, I said, well, I'm gonna jump out there first, and then you just gonna jump out there and we'll line it up. And he said, all right. And when I jump out there, nigga act like he ain't know what the fuck going on. Then that's what it was about. You know what I'm saying? Now, it about, oh, you playing? Okay, you gonna play. All right, cool. But how about fuck all of it? Fuck all of it. I don't even want you, man. Cause now I question your character.
One man is laughing for the cameras, posting memes, and counting TV residuals.
It's come to my attention that everyone's calling me a troll.
When you see T.I. challenging 50 Cent, you see a rapper looking for a versus payday. But as we've been tracking on this channel, Clifford Harris doesn't play for points. He plays for keeps.
Let's talk about important stuff like T.I. swinging on Mayweather.
I'm gonna be honest with you, as soon as I heard it, I'm like, what happened? They was like, nah, son, your man, he got into it and T.I. punched him in the face. I said, what? Punched him in the face? Nah, man.
While 50 Cent uses the violation strategy, a calculated corporate-backed psychological warfare, T.I. is operating on a frequency 50 can't tune into. It's called trauma immunity. You guys pointed out in the comments of a past closer look at 50 that he wins because he has nothing to lose. But what happens when he faces the one man who already lost everything in a black van in Connecticut? This isn't a rap battle. This is a collision between a troll and a ghost.
Next time you speak on my kids, next time you holler about I'm a snitch and all the other shit, I'ma see you.
To take a closer look at why T.I. isn't sweating a New York Titan, we have to go back to 2005. Most people remember the Lil Flip beef as a southern squabble. But look closer, T.I. didn't just trade bars, he invaded. He announced on live radio, Flip's home city, that he was pulling up to Clover Burger.
About that action as you land the ground, let me bullshit slide, I'm refusing to do. I done kept a feeling with niggas in Houston. Come on, man.
Kind of nigga you know wear Dorothy shoes and a tight green leprechaun suit. Bitch made ass niggas, man.
Think about the tactical insanity of that move. He wasn't just poking the bear, he was walking into the den with a camera crew and no police escort. This was the birth of the King of the South persona, a title he earned by proving he could survive the unsurvivable neighborhoods of his rivals.
That fucked y'all up. Flip showed up, tank top, ready to squad.
Nah, that shit. Yeah, he did that.
Man, you know what I'm talking about?
It's what T.I. had ours still around. I ain't no sugarcoat.
You know what I'm saying? This is part of that T.I. Lil Flip beef, you know what I'm saying? We got third on this way up here, but man, we got some people from Cloverland natives, you know what I'm talking about? The people that's here every day, not the niggas imported in.
That shit about his flight was delayed and he wasn't at the birthday band, man.
He was up. He
My
wanted to
nigga,
get out his truck, shawty.
My nigga, I waited, shawty. I waited. Matter of fact, C-Roy came up to me. C-Roy say, that nigga here. I say, oh, okay, cool. Stop the music, nigga. Stop everything. I hear a little flip in the house. You know, the fan was cheering, they cheering. You know, they like you. Tell him bring his whole ass on out here, man. I heard this nigga got shit to say about me while I'm locked up. Tell him bring his punk ass on out here. Suck ass nigga. I got niggas who seen your daddy hop out the car. Jerry smoke a beat say, oh no. You don't want to come in here. Y'all go. Niggas ran back to the motherfucking truck. Skied up.
50 Cent's power comes from his ability to make people afraid of the consequences. But T.I.'s already stood in the middle of a rival's neighborhood while the world watched, proving that his street diplomacy is built on a foundation of actual presence, not just digital posts. If he wasn't afraid of an entire Houston neighborhood at the height of their pride, why would he be afraid of a man behind a smartphone in a mansion? But if Cloverland was his graduation, the next event would be his transformation. What changed in the back of a van in 2006 that made T.I. fundamentally unscarable?
Well, this most recent incident, it came from an attempt that was made on my life, and my best friend died in my arms, and that kind of caused a state of depression, paranoia, and my judgment was jaded.
On May 4th, 2006, he reached a level of success most rappers only dream of. But as he sat in the back of a black van in Cincinnati, the king was reminded that crowns are heavy.
He's gonna have to come back at you. You know it ain't gonna stop at this.
I don't want it to stop. My walk's still weak today. And he ain't working with the ammunition I got.
No doubt you carrying a full clip. But what you gonna do when you sitting at the head of the table? Once you there, you got to hold it down.
Sound like one of them good problems.
Yeah. Prison and graveyards, full of boys who wore the crown.
Point is, they wore it. It's my turn to wear it now. We gonna do this, right, Chris? We gonna do this, son.
Like yesterday, dog. Shots rang out. In the chaos, his best friend and right-hand man was hit. He watched the life leave his brother's eyes. This is a hidden story behind the T.I. versus 50 Cent beef. When 50 Cent tries to violate him by bringing up his past or his family, he's trying to trigger fear. But he's failing to realize that T.I.'s fear receptors died that night. When you've held your best friend while he bled out in a van, a meme from a rapper in Queens feels like a mosquito bite. 50 Cent's entire brand is built on surviving 9 shots, but T.I.'s brand is built on surviving the guilt of the one shot that didn't hit him. This gives T.I. a psychological upper hand. He isn't afraid of 50 because 50 can't do anything to him that the streets haven't already done 10 times over. He's already seen the worst case scenario, but there's a deeper, more dangerous layer to this. Is he actually baiting 50 into a trap that 50 is too corporate to see coming? As we've been exploring on Point Stories, the landscape of rap beef has changed. It used to be about the streets. Now it's about the terms of service. T.I. views 50 Cent as a corporate outlaw, someone who uses the system, the courts, and social media algorithms to dismantle his enemies. To T.I., this is institutional snitching. Tip prides himself on being the last of the authentic outlaws. He doesn't want a violation on Instagram. He wants to look 50 Cent in the eyes in a confined space.
For your birthday, I offer you a challenge, sir. Pull your ass up, man, with 20 of your records, man. Sit across from me, man, and get this work, man. You know what I'm saying? But I understand if you don't want to answer to that challenge, because last time you got challenged, Kanye West dusted your ass off. So, you might not want to do that. So, well, guess who ain't scared of your motherfucking ass, 50? Look, man, pull up. Pull on up. Pull on up, man. Pull on up, 50. Bring your ass on outside, 50. Bring your ass on out. Know what I mean? Bring your ass on out. Bring your records. Bring your hit records with you. You and Dr. Dre and Eminem and all y'all, goddamn the G-Unit, all y'all bring y'all ass on out. Come on, see the king. Come on, see.
This is why 50 has been ducking the verses. It's not because 50 doesn't have the hits. He does. It's because in a verses, you can't edit the footage. You can't hide behind a ghostwriter for your captions. You have to stand there and take the energy of a man who has trauma immunity. T.I. is betting that 50's troll persona will crack under the weight of actual raw Southern energy. But here is where it gets truly interesting. Does 50 know something about T.I.'s paperwork that he's waiting for the perfect moment to reveal, or is he actually the one who's afraid? This is the moment the mask slipped. T.I. revealed the ultimate breach of the code. He claimed that he and 50 had a private agreement, a gentleman's handshake to make the battle happen. 50 supposedly told him to jump out there and start the noise so they could build the hype. T.I. did his part. He played the bad guy. He took the heat. And then 50 did the one thing T.I. hates. He hid.
Okay, so first, like, you know, it was really about celebrating each other's catalog. Me and this nigga talk back there, bro. This shit, I ain't just called a nigga out the blue.
Yeah.
Me and this nigga talk back there.
You talking about you with 50?
Yeah, man. We talk about this shit, man. This shit just come out of nowhere. Nigga, we were moving around in LA, man, selling some TV shows and shit while we were around each other, man. You know what I mean? I said, shit, what you think about this? He was like, shit, you want to do that shit? I said, yeah. He was like, all right, cool. So shit. I told him, I said, well, I'm gonna jump out there first, and then you just gonna jump out there and we'll line it up. And he said, all right. And when I jump out there, nigga act like he ain't know what the fuck was going on. Then that's what it was about. You know what I'm saying? Now, it about, oh, you playing? Okay, you gonna play. All right, cool. Well, how about fuck all of it? Fuck all of it. I don't even want, man, cause now I question your character. Any nigga gonna get kick that kind of shit, then, you know, man, nigga just say you don't want to do it. All the other extra lame ass shit, man, this shit goofy.
So y'all talked about it, you saying? You went
yeah,
out there.
years ago. Years ago we spoke about it.
I think it'd be a great battle, though. I think.
Man, that shit ain't gonna happen. That shit ain't gonna happen, man. I don't want to stand on stage with him. I had no interest in standing on stage with that nigga. I don't respect him.
He turned the serious agreement into a series of jokes. For a man like Tip, who defines himself by his word and his hustle, this wasn't just a business pivot by 50. It was a duck. This is the core of Tip's lack of fear. You can't be afraid of a man you've lost respect for. T.I. now views 50 as a performer rather than a peer. He sees 50 as someone who is scared of the light that a versus stage would bring. He believes he can take 50 down because he's willing to go to a dark place that 50's TV executive lifestyle no longer allows him to visit. But as T.I. pushes harder, is he ignoring the warning signs within his own circle? We've talked before on this channel about the succession crisis in hip-hop empires. While he is busy staring down 50 Cent, his own son, King, is navigating the same streets Tip worked so hard to escape. The trauma immunity he possesses is a shield for him, but it's a shadow for his kids. Some say that T.I.'s obsession with 50 Cent is a distraction from the reality that his King title is being challenged from the inside. But what if the 50 Cent battle is exactly what he needs to reset the family brand? If he can hustle the ultimate hustler, he proves that the Harris name still carries the weight of the streets in the boardrooms. But the question remains, if 50 Cent finally says yes, is he prepared for the total war that 50 is known for? Tip isn't afraid of 50 Cent because he's already survived the ending of his own story. He's a man living in the bonus chapters, fueled by a lack of fear that only comes from true loss. But as we see history repeating itself with King Harris, we have to wonder if trauma immunity is a gift or a curse. Is Tip leading his family into a new era of dominance, or is he walking them back into the black van? To understand the full scope of how these rap empires are built and can crumble, you need to see the previous video on the deal 50 Cent made to reach nearly unbelievable success right here on Point Stories. The king is waiting, the general is trolling, but the internet never forgets the paperwork. See you in the next video.